Praise be to Jesus. Hello, everyone. It's Saturday afternoon here. Um, what you're looking at are the vestments that the Pope will be wearing for Mass at the World Meeting of Families. Now, a couple of days ago, I posted a picture of this, and I had done a little bit of research and understood or came across some articles that said actually a spiral is actually associated with Christianity. So I posted it anyway, and I asked if in the comment section for people to tell me if I was, making something out of nothing. And the first two comments is basically that I was, and that it's a Christian symbol. So I took the post down, and it was only up for about an hour, so most of you didn't see it. But now I see this in a different light again. Now, first of all, let me get it back here. Whoops. First of all, if you look at this, it looks like a lot like Google Chrome. And, it's not, if you're going to call this a spiral, it looks more like a number six to me, but, then it's like three spirals together. And they don't really, it's not really a spiral because, I mean, look how it's open ended. A spiral is something that's tight. Like when you throw a football, you know, you, you know, if it's wobbling in the air, that's not a spiral. A spiral is like really a tight pass. So, I wouldn't even call this a spiral. So that's the first thing. The other thing is that there's three of them together and they make three sixes. Now, some of you who follow this channel believe that Pope Francis is the false prophet in the Book of Revelation who's going to um, lead Christianity down the road to the gates of hell, and that he'll do this in conjunction with the Antichrist, who's yet to make his public appearance. Now, of course, those of you that think that, this makes a lot of sense. Given the kind of pope that we have, this fits right in. Um, for those of you who don't think that Pope Francis is the false prophet, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. I don't think um, anybody else really has a problem with it. It's not really, you know, it's not really having a problem with it. It's like, I can admit, all right, what I believe could be wrong. Obviously, I don't believe it is, and a lot of other people believe that he is the false prophet, but, you know, um, I wouldn't go so far. See, I wouldn't say Pope Francis is the false prophet. What I would say is that I believe he's the false prophet. See, this is my own personal belief. I'm not going to make a declaration that, I am the, depository of all of God's truth. And I know this is truth. I don't, and neither do any of us. So, there's the tip right there. When we speak, we should really talk about what our opinion is or what we believe. We should make these definitive kinds of statements that say he is the false prophet or this or that. It's wrong. It's putting another person on the defensive, and it gives you an air of arrogance and pride. We just need to talk about what we believe. So if you don't believe that Pope Francis is a false prophet, that's fine, not that you need for me to say that, but I don't have a problem with people who don't believe that. I'm happy you're here on the channel paying attention to what's going on. You know, um, you are one of the very small minority of people, of Catholics and even Christians, that are paying attention to what's going on, not only in the world but in the world of Christianity and in Catholicism, and I believe that if you know, I mean, we never know when we're going to get thrown a curveball here. I mean, who expected what's happening in Pennsylvania, and now the fallout from it, about other states, telling victims to come forward so they can get subpoenas for to go and seize documents at parishes and diocesan centers. I mean, who expected this? So, I'm just happy that you're here paying attention, and I really want to encourage everyone to do what they can to get other Catholics or Christians to pay attention to what's going on, because there's a lot of trouble in the Christian churches also. I look at the Christian Post and I see that. Now, I don't occasionally I'll post something from the Christian Post about some kind of scandal, or there's been a break in the Baptist community, over homosexuality, or that comprising a marriage, or things like that. But there's always a lot of Christian news, and because there are a lot of Christian denominations, and there's always something going on. I mean, I don't have time to post all that. I just focus on Catholicism. So don't think like we're the only church that are having problems, because that isn't true at all. All right. So anyway, thanks for paying attention, and I hope you do what you can to get others to pay attention. And I don't want to make a big deal out of this post. It's just what I believe and what I think, and it's just some food for thought. So enjoy your day, and we'll talk to you next time.